This is the unbelievable tale of what happened to the last English king to die on the battlefield. Today's video is going to take you on an extraordinary journey that shook the world, the unbelievable discovery of King Richard III, the last English king to meet his tragic end on the battlefield, hidden away in the most unexpected of places. The story of the king in the car park revolves around the events following the Battle of Bosworth, which took place on August 22, 1485, during the Wars of the Roses in England. This battle marked the end of the Plantagenet dynasty and the beginning of the Tudor era. King Richard III, the last Plantagenet monarch, was defeated by Henry Tudor, who became King Henry VII. After Richard's death on the battlefield, his body was taken by his supporters to Leicester. Initially, Richard III's body was buried without much ceremony in the Greyfriars Friary in Leicester. However, over time, the exact location of his burial site was lost and eventually forgotten. As a result, there was a long-standing mystery surrounding the whereabouts of Richard III's remains. In 2012, an archaeological excavation led by the University of Leicester launched an ambitious search for Richard III's body. The team aimed to locate the Greyfriars Friary and potentially find the king's remains. The project relied on historical records, including maps and descriptions of the friary's location, to narrow down the search area. To everyone's astonishment, the archaeological team discovered a skeleton buried beneath a parking lot, which turned out to be the long-lost remains of King Richard III. The car park, located in the city centre of Leicester, was situated on the site where the Greyfriars Friary once stood. The remains showed evidence of severe injuries consistent with the descriptions of Richard III's demise on the battlefield. He had suffered multiple blows to the head, including a fatal one that cleaved part of his skull. These injuries were in line with accounts of his last moments during the Battle of Bosworth. Additionally, the skeleton's spinal curvature supported the historical perception of Richard III having scoliosis. Following the discovery, Richard III's remains were subjected to extensive scientific examination, including DNA testing. Samples from the skeleton were compared to living descendants of Richard's sister, Anne of York, confirming the identity of the king. The remains were then reinterred in Leicester Cathedral in 2015, in a more dignified and ceremonious manner befitting a monarch. The story of the king in the car park captured public imagination and sparked renewed interest in Richard III's life and reign with several books. Even a movie. It shed new light on his physical appearance, challenged certain historical narratives, and offered an opportunity for a re-evaluation of his legacy. The discovery stands as a remarkable example of how modern archaeology and scientific techniques can unravel centuries-old mysteries and provide insights into the past. History is full of surprises, and the unearthing of King Richard III in that car park proves that even the most incredible tales can be buried just beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered.